And welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. Donnie, here we go, man. Best of luck to him. Now, let's get the ball rolling here. 0-0 heading into the bottom of the first inning. Just had some technical difficulties. But now we go, all excited. For context, Kenyon Miller for the St. John's Titans gets all the way over to third base. And that was the closest the Titans got to scoring. But now, Ridenour versus Donnell. First pitch, strike one. And we are off, gentlemen. Go ahead and start your races. And so let's get a move on here. 0-1 count. Nobody out. And now we'll get set. Goes in. Ridenour going to throw it low. And a earned strike two called, though. Barely gets in. And now we'll keep it going with the sun to come out just a tad. We wait for it again. 0-2 count. Bottom of our first inning. Donnell looking to find it. Contact made. That's going to roll up the middle and a hit for Donnell. He gets that in. And now, let's see. Brock Messinger going to be up. And let's find him here. And so first, one at bat, one hit recorded. And now the number 3 of Messinger, who finished the last inning with a fly out to left field, is up. So now we go for Donnie. He's on first waiting. And we got to keep a roll on here. Going in. And that's going to be another knock, a bunt attempt there. As is custom when we're looking at Messinger and what he wants to do with this team. Brock always the type of guy to go for it. 0-1 count, though, after it goes foul. And so now we'll get a roll on. And so Messinger, another bunt attempt. Gonna hold it there. And so now we'll wait. 1-1 count. Back still to happen. Back to Donnell, though. That's way below us. Not quite able to get there, but still. Messinger up for the PBR Classic. 1-1 count now for him. And we'll take it there. The bunt attempt to go through. Donnell running over to second. They're going to get Messinger for the easy out. And that will be out number 1, but Donnell to advance to scoring position with Connor Norton up.
The catcher, number 2, Connor Norton.
So catcher number 2, Norton up. And a lot of room here for what we want. Bottom of our first inning. 1 out. Donnell at second. Ridenour to throw in here. Going to take it down low. Norton will wait, and so will Donnell. Ball 1. So on the 1-0 count, we find it a little more. The 2-man here. Goes in. Matamore to throw. High. Swung and miss. Strike 1. So a 1-1 count with the out. Norton here looking confident, though. Eastwood riding a 2-game win streak after a senior night last night against Northwood. So goes back, goes in. Strike 2 called. The 1-2 count now. So still now we wait. On the 1-2 count, we'll go in. Matamore looked back. Throws Norton contact over to short. And they're going to try to go over for him. And now Donnell to advance off the error. Donnell to come home. Miller going to have to chase that. Donnell to score. How about that? Eastwood takes a 1-0 lead in the bottom of our first inning after the error by Miller. Hey, you hear it under us. Donnell gets it rolling.
First baseman, number 27.
And that's another consideration here to make. Defiance has a all-turf field, not just an infield like Rossford. All-turf means the ball's going to bounce a ton more than it would on normal dirt or grass. First pitch there by Matamore goes in. Strike 1. 0-1 count by the former St. Francis de Sales Knight. Up to bat now. So now we'll take him here. Kashmerk to get that in. 0-1 count now. Just waiting a tad more. After the error. Next one goes in. All even 1-1 count. So on the 1-1. And now we'll find it. Going to be high, popped up. No one to move. Norton to stay at first. And that'll be out number 2. So an 0-0 count between St. John's and now we go. The Lumberjack, Paul Lotzenizer to be up. And here we get it now. 2 outs. The number 2 on first base and Norton. Matamore to throw. And he'll get it in. Down low. Lotzenizer to check swing. Strike 1. So they'll say he went. And that's what our situation will entail. Now an 0-1 count with 2 out. Waiting further. Matamore to get it in, and we will find it. And now that'll be down low. Stopped by the man behind the plate and the catcher of Lincoln, Bucher. So Bucher there going to stop it. Matamore to get in and throws. That'll be down low again. Ball 2. 2-1 count now with 2 outs. Lotzenizer has it in his lead. Waiting still now. Matamore in high by Lotzenizer. Now on a 2-2. Paul here really battling against the senior. And so now we get set. Here comes the pitch now from Matamore. Goes. Strike 3. Backwards K to be recorded by Donovan Matamore. And now, after 1 has been played, Eastwood takes a 1-0 lead. We will head to the top of the second inning. This is Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media.
Yeah, I thought they were going to come back. Chance.
Yeah, chance, but
Shaw shut him down.
yeah.
What do you end up with?
Sure.
20 pitches. Woo. And he's got a catch there.
Yeah, well, we get it.
That's the thing. It's a really good team, too.
Sharp, can you hear me from the dugout? And welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball here in Eastwood Sports Media. Going to get back and set. Owen Muwawa up for the St. John's Jesuit Titans. And his first pitch going to be taken back by the ace himself, Paul Lotzenizer. 0-1 count now. And now here we have it. Lotzenizer going to get that in. Wild pitch. All even 1-1 count now between St. John's and Eastwood. 1-1 count, nobody out. And that'll be strike two, 1-2 count.
No. He didn't do a bad job either.
And now that's a 1-2. And he'll be retired. Strike three for the Lumberjack. And the first strikeout he'll record today. And now we'll have the sixth man up of Lincoln Bucher. And so let's see it now.
Don't ask me how I've been out there and come back and do this.
And now we'll get a roll on here.
Sounded good.
Next one going in for Lotzenizer. Back-to-back strikes. That'll be an 0-1 count now. And the out. From the belt, the kick, the deal goes in. And that's strike two. So an 0-2 count now for old Paul.
Turn 50 next month.
Lumberjack here getting a bit of a high roller here. And he'll go in again. Throws down low. Ball one. 1-2 count.
Haven't finalized it yet.
Yeah.
And so now we try it. 1-2 count. And that'll be a ground roller. Going to try to get through. Kashmerick to save. Throws back to Lotzenizer. Not in time. Or is it? No, it's not. And now the Titans will have a man on first base after Bucher with Mason Williams to come up for the St. John's Titans. He is the shortstop, number 13.
Mason Williams.
So Mason Williams up, and we'll get it going. And a lot of action up ahead today for this PBR Classic. A lot of action, too,
Especially at short.
between Eastwood and the NBC. Caught by Sets. Might get the double play over and gets one. And does not get two, but there'll be a double play there. Almost a triple. Caught almost by Jack Sensenig. Went over to second and not able to get it at first. So Williams will be safe, but yeah. So Parker Johnson up, but as I mentioned, Toledo Christian battling Oak Harbor, Genoa going to battle Elmwood, and Rossford going to battle Lake. I wonder if they will pitch Jay or not. Maybe there's a Jay watching this. You never know. Strike one, 0-1 count, 2 outs for Lotzenizer. Right now against Parker Johnson, the left fielder. And goes in again. That's ball one, excuse me. So a 1-1 count. And now we'll have it.
I texted Chris. I was like, hey,
And so now we go down low. Runner going on the hit and run. Fouled off. Strike two. 1-2 count. And now we'll get our move on here. In the top of the second inning. So 1-2, 2 outs. Lotzenizer looks back. From the belt, the kick, the deal in. Strike three! And another K for the Lumberjack. So now we go. How about that? The gold will take the field now, and the red walk off after a great back-to-back strikeouts there for Lotzenizer. So now, let's get a roll on to the bottom of the second inning. We will be right back. This is Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. And welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. Donovan Matamore going to be up, and that's going to be a ground ball. Going to be a little tough to make. Sensitive going to be there in time, but the throw to be made by the shortstop, Mason Williams. A pretty nice throw, 1 out. And now Matamore to battle Eric Kepler after the ground ball. And now an 0 count, 1 out. Going to find somewhere else. And now they'll take it. Hepler will try to get it in, finds it, swings, misses, strike 1. Hepler this year looking for something else that he can do. Currently been quite having a decent year, 270 with 37 at-bats this total. And that's going to be hit way out. 0-2 count now. So now the 0-2 count, 1 out. Matamore gets it in. Goes through, swung, and missed. Matamore to record another one. At least Hepler went down swinging. And now after the Eric Hepler, we'll have Drew Luthart, Mr. Sidney Sweeney man himself. Also, Josh Allen 2.0. And we'll take it away here. So Matamore into Luthart. Gonna get it. He'll get a jab at it. That's gonna be popped up over to left, and that one might drop and ends up going to short. All right, and now we'll go to retire after 2 have been played. We head to the top of the 3rd inning. Eastwood up 1-0. We will be right back. This is Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. Now, here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Carter Washington up, and we get back and moving here on our Saturday morning. That'll be a hit up, and that's going to be chased by Luthart, and that's going to be a single by a mile there. So now we find it back again.
First baseman Kenyon Miller.
And now the first baseman, Kenyon Miller, to be back up to finish the lineup for the St. John's Titans. Carter Washington there just to be able, the right fielder, to get on base, number 18. And so now Lotzenizer is going to have to look and get it ready. Top of the 3rd inning.
Yeah, I'll help you, brother.
And now they'll find it, and that'll be safe. So just starting off early. And now we got an even 0-0 count. And going to find it, goes in, swing with the runner going. And that might be close for the ball to pop out of Hepler's glove. He'll be safe. And so now Washington will be on second. 0-1 count now. Lotzenizer getting started early at least. So now Paul gets set for the belt. And now he's going to kick, and the deal goes through. Down low right on the corner. That'll be ball 1, so a 1-1 count now. Man in scoring position for St. John's. So now we'll find it. Tries to go back again. On the 1-1, finding it still. 2-1 now. Nobody out. And Kashmir going to call a meeting between Lotzenizer and Norton. Now we'll find it. 2-1 count. Lotzenizer starting to get set a little more. And Hepler looking now on Washington, but Lotzenizer gets set, throws in, and strike 2 called. So now it's even 2-2 between Lotzenizer and Miller. And we'll keep it going after that. And so tries to go back through. Lotzenizer gets it in. And that's low, wild pitch. Full count, 3-2. So on the 3-2 count, trying to find it. Lotzenizer needing to get a strikeout here to at least record an out. Hopefully get then 2 more after that and keep Washington over at third. And so now Miller going to get it in. We'll look over to third, throws it in, and Miller to make contact, caught by Hepler. Beautiful catch there to save the lead for Eastwood, 1 out. And now we'll head back to the second man in the lineup, Cooper Binkowski, the third baseman, and we'll get it moving. So all even. Still a runner on for St. John's. Nothing lost yet. Goes through. Lotzenizer to take it. Goes. It'll be strike 1, so an 0-1 count. 1 out here. And we'll find where else it could go. 0-1. The out. Lotzenizer looks over. Gets it into the plate on the bunt attempt. Lotzenizer on the squeeze. Going to try to get it home. Not in time. He's safe. And so we have a tied game. The man on first. And so now we're even. Now Donovan Matamore, the pitcher and designated hitter, in the 1-1 tie. And we'll get a roll on here. And so now that'll be go. First pitch by Lotzenizer. Strike 1, 0-1 count. And now we have another alternative. Lotzenizer. He gets set, throws back. The runner in a bit of a pickle. Not sure he goes. The throw back to Hepler. Lotzenizer to get over to first. And they might be able to get him, and he's going to be ruled safe. Not thrown in time by Hepler. So now the time. 0-1 count with the 1 out. And now we'll have it 0-1 count for Matamore. Finds it. Number 12 of Binkowski currently on first base. So now we'll try to go in. Lotzenizer looks over, throws in. And Matamore to get a cut at it, but that's going foul. Behind us, 0-2 now.
Who, St. John's?
No.
Now we take it again. 0-2 count with an out. And goes through high. Norton to jump up and save it, however. 1-2 count. And we'll take it from there. So on the 1-2, Lotzenizer to look back, gets it in. And there's going to be a cut over foul to the dugout. And just going to keep it alive. So it evened up in the top of the third. 1-1 with a 1-2 count now. Lotzenizer going to look, tries to go back. He's safe. And ball goes back. 1-2 count now. With only 1 out. Now gets set. Lotzenizer throws in. Runner get a jump, and Matamore to be retired. Out number 2 with the man on. And so now let's take a look. It seems to be the left-handed hitter, Cooper Johnson, center fielder. The junior, number 9, will step into the batter's box there on the left side. And so now let's get a roll on. Lotzenizer looks back, the runner to go high, and gonna go. Hepler gonna not be able to save that. But Donnell is able to get it in third. So the successful stolen base, wild pitch there, does not result in any more casualties over to third. So now we're at a 1-0 count and 2 out. So on the 1-0, 2 outs marked. Lotzenizer looking in. Gonna start something. We'll find it in. Takes it high ball. 2-0 count now with 2 outs. And now we'll have it finding a little more. The 2-0 now, a couple of outs. So from the belt, the kick, the deal, Lotzenizer in. Ball 3, 3-0 count.
Who's on second?
Yeah, now 3-0. 2 outs. Binkowski on second. Goes through. Strike 1. Fastball down the middle. Pitch taken. 3-1 count there. Lotzenizer to save. Another man on for the Titans. So 3-1. 2 outs. Goes through. In. And that's ruled ball 4. So there'll be a walk there by Paul. And now we'll have another. So after Johnson,
Second baseman,
the right
Owen
fielder,
Murawa.
we're going to have Owen Murawa to be up. 2 on for St. John's. And now we take it. Lotzenizer goes through, down the middle, strike 1. 0-1 count, 2 outs. And now we'll find it here. So an 0-1, 2 out. Goes Lotzenizer in, foul ball. From the bat to Norton's face mask and then behind him. So that's an 0-2 count with 2 out. So now Lotzenizer to get set again. Looking for it here. On the 0-2. From in, man going. Not quite, but it's stopped by Norton. 1-2. So a good block there by Connor. Saves 1, if not 2, from advancing. The 1-2 now for Lotzenizer. Going to try to get it in, the throw in time, and that's going to be knocked over into right, way behind us. And Donnell's going to have to take that, and now the corner's painted St. John's to take the lead. So a 2-1 count there, or a 1-2 count there, turns into a 2-1 game. Another RBI after that, and
Catcher Lincoln Bucher.
Bucher to be up, the catcher. Norton to give some signs with corners painted. And now we find it. 0-0 count. Lotzenizer to look. Gets it in, swing and a miss, strike 1. So the 0-1 count, 2 outs here.
Be a good one. Yeah, a really good one. Me too. Yeah.
And now an 0-1, 2 out. Finds it and belt knocks back to Lotzenizer. Has to get it to first to end the moment. And the recovery saved. St. John's now only going to have a 1-run lead instead of possibly 2, if not 3. And now we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. St. John's only up by 1. We'll be right back. This is Eastwood Baseball here on Eastwood Sports Media. And welcome back, everybody, to Eastwood Baseball here at Eastwood Sports Media. Getting started 2-1 with now Cam Shoemaker going to be up for the Eastwood Eagles here as we get a roll on. Shoemaker now up for his first at-bat of today. And his first pitch there going to be knock strike one. And now Shoemaker going to be up at it. Going to take it, goes through, and takes another one. 0-2 count. So the 0-2 for Shoemaker. Battle with Ridenour here. And now we'll take it. On an 0-2, goes in and away. That'll be high, ball one. So a 1-2 count. And now we'll have it. 1-2 count. And goes in. Cam going to look. Tries it. Ball one. So a 2-2 count. Nobody out here. Just starting now with Shoemaker. So the 2-2 gets in and through. Knocks. There by Cam Ridenour to pick it up. And he's going to be out by a mile. And now that'll be out number one with Kata Donnell.
Center fielder, Caden Donnell.
To be backing away. And so now Ridenour going to ask for another ball. And we'll take it again. 0-0 count. One out here. So now that'll go through. Donnell, first pitch. Gonna wait. Ball one. So 1-0 there by Donnell. And he'll take another 1-0. That'll be a 1-1. So an even count, 1-1 count. And an out ahead. And so now going to take it. Ridenour in. Donnell to contact. Going to try to get it through. And caught, but knocked over. Error there. Donnell safe. Over at first off the wild pitch from Williams. And so recovered there by Miller, but still cannot take away that one. And now we're going to go. Brock Messinger going to be the one up now. For the second man of the order, his second at-bat also of the game. Now we'll take it away. Ridenour throws it in to Messinger, and now we strike one. So an 0-1 count, and now we have one out here. So the 0-1, one out. Ridenour going to throw in, and going to take it and swing and a miss, strike two. So a 0-2 count. And with nobody on, must have ruled Donnell out. On an 0-2. He'll find it by his face. It'll be ball one, so now 2 outs. After Donnell is ruled retired. So a 1-2 in the bottom of our third. And that'll go in and away. 2-2 count now. So a 2-2 count with a couple of outs here. Gonna keep it moving. And now we'll get it again, the 2-2. And that'll be ruled strike 3 by Ridenour, his third strikeout today, and we will be back. This is Eastwood Baseball here in Eastwood Sports Media. And welcome back, everybody. Starting off now between St. John's and Eastwood. First pitch there by Paul Otzenizer. Going to be strike one. Up ahead is what we'll have. And now we're going to take it again. That'll be strike two for the Lumberjack. Battling right now up at home. Now we'll take it. Goes in 0-2. And that'll be road ball one for starters. Mason Williams up the shortstop, and now he'll take it again. Strike three. And he'll be retired. Another one there by Paul. Number 4 today. And so now an 0-0 count, 1 out. Parker Johnson up. That is now what we'll have. And we'll take it away. 0-1 count. One out up ahead. And goes in. Lotzenizer on the knock by the number 24 up of Parker Johnson.
Yeah, I'll give you like 5.
The 8th man here with Carter Washington currently on deck. On the 0-2 goes in, and that's strike three. Another one retired by Paulie. The Lumberjack here looking phenomenal. And now we're going to have Carter Washington, the right fielder who got a single in his previous at-bat. Will be up again. And so now the 0-0 count in, strike one. Now we have an 0-1 count, 2 outs. And we'll take it in. That'll be ball one, so a 1-1 count now to get the roll on. So 1-1, 2 outs. Goes in again. Lotzenizer to throw. That's strike two. Beautiful there by Paul. 1-2 count now. Looking real good. And now from the belt, his kick, and now the deal goes in on the dirt. 2-2 count. So on the 2-2, getting ready. Waiting again for what is available. Lotzenizer to throw in, tries to find it, and swing and a miss. So we're at the inning. How about that for Lotzenizer? We will be back heading into the bottom of our 4th innings. Forgot to change there, but all is well. Eastwood only down 1. A lot of time left. We will be right back. This is Eastwood Baseball here in Eastwood Sports Media. And welcome back, everybody, to the bottom of our inning. Connor Norton going to be the man up and now. Our catcher up, and we get started here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Only down 1, but Eastwood here has made tons of comebacks in the past. Looking for another. Norton going to check swing there, ruled on first, ball 1. So a 1-0 count by the good eye there. And now we're going to move on. So on a 1-0 count, nobody out here. He takes it, goes through, and that's going to be inside, ball 2. And now we have it 2-0. Ridenour to throw in. Gets it for Norton, and that's strike 1, so a 2-1 count. Norton been one of the better guys this year for Eastwood. Similar to Drew Kashmerick, he's an RBI man. And speaking of which, Drew will be on deck. Now finds it again. Norton on a 2-2. Just shows how in baseball you can lose your lead that quickly. Now we'll be back again on a 2-2. And now finds it. Set by Matamore. Throws in, down low, full count. The 3-2, nobody out. And now we have it full count for Norton. Goes in, the throw, and finds it on a wild. So for the first time today, he's going to take a trip over to first base. And we'll have Drew Kashmerek on to get us leading things off here. A lot going on today also in the NBC as you take a look at it. Rossford to play Lake Genoa to play Elmwood. Oak Harbor to play Toledo Christian. But now Drew Kashmerek up. Batting .409 this year, and that's going to be a knocked out ball into left. And that might drop, is it? And no, it won't. That'll be caught there by the left fielder of Johnson. Force Norton back. There's out number one, and the Lumberjack, Paul Lotzenheiser, going to be up for one out here and to keep us away. So an 0-0 count, one out. And here we'll take it again. Norton to get a decent lead here. Goes in. Lotzenheiser first pitch contact. Strike one. So an 0-1 count now to take us away again. So on the 0-1, we have it. And now Lotzenheiser. Looking back for Norton. Now the pickoff attempt there back to Norton going to be just fine. He'll be safe. 0-1. Finding it again. Matamore on Norton. Looking. Did not go on the low pitch. 1-1 count. We have one out. So on the 1-1 with an out, we go. Lotzenheiser on deck. Norton at first base. Donovan Matamore to throw for the Titans. Goes in. And that'll be ball two. So a 2-1. Good there. Good eye there by Lotzenheiser. 2-1 and one out. So now we'll have it again. 2-1. Matamore to look back. Ends up going in. And beautiful contact made there by Lotzenheiser. That's going to drop in center. And now we'll have a single. How about that for your Lumberjack center fielder there? Cooper Johnson for the Titans going to have to recover that. And now we go Jack Sensenig up. And Storm there to move to second. And the Lumberjack to get over to first. And now Jack looking for it here. First time these two teams have played in over 3 years. The last time at Eastwood High School, 11-1, was the win for Eastwood. And that'll go. Sensenig going to wait. Ball one, so a 1-0 count. And now we have it here. So a lot of anticipation. The 1-0 count. Waiting here. So a 1-0. The one out. Takes it. Going to be inside and wild. 2-0 count now. Sense being real patient is what you have to have. And, you know, looking at the St. John's lineup, their strength is definitely in pitching. They have 6 POs on their roster and a lot of room to move. So back to 2-0, has it. And that'll be knocked by Sense into left. And that's going to hit somebody's car. Way out of here for the first strike, but that hit somebody's car. Hopefully that's not a windshield, but man, oh man. You might have to go in a safe light, not sponsored. 2-1 count, and that's down low. 2-2 now. Good frame there. Bucher able to find the sweet spot there. Now we're all even. One out. All even. Matamore to look back to Norton. Gonna take it again. In for Sense. Down low. Full count. Ball 3. The Eastwood dugout right below us getting loud. So we'll head back. So now the 3-2 goes. All runners advance. That's going to hit a high one. That's going to be in play. All runners have to head back. And that's caught there. 2 out. And so now that'll be out number 2. Eric Kepler up. 230 average
It's
this year.
shortstop, Eric Kepler.
Coming on into today. That is what he has. So now we're wanting to find something. All even low. Gonna take it. Looking on Norton, and that's down low, ball one. So the 1-0 count there to get a move on it. So we're back.